Hello there, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well on this fine day. Let me go ahead and turn down my mic just a little bit. You don't have to turn down anything on your end. Alright. Hello to those of you who will be watching this inevitably on YouTube. My name is AK. I am Crestmont University's chess captain at this time. On Chess, the main platform that I play on, I am 2333. And just a few days ago, live on stream, I ran into a cheater who, at this time, has been confirmed cheating and has had the ever so fun icon that people love to see while they're streaming. Chess.com automatically does this show your flair thing. If there's this symbol, they're banned. Because he did not have a symbol like this when I played him. This symbol means you're banned. So, I've gotten game review up. Today I'm going to teach you how to spot cheaters in your games, how this guy was an obvious cheater, and then we're going to actually, play some games, but we're going to do that in a different live stream. You can check out the live streams on the channel if you want to watch those, because I play almost daily. Where's my mouse over here? There it is. So here's the stats if you want to see them. And then this elo is right around where I am on Chess. Again, 2333. Chess.com says I'm 2400. That's right around the same flux. And yeah, let's get straight into it on how I found out that this guy was an obvious cheater. Obviously, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I love the English opening. I always play the English opening as why I don't see why the English opening is a bad opening, because it's not. You'll either see this, or this, or you'll see this, if you're white. You won't see anything else, so you just have to manage the lines of c5, e5, and knight f6. My opponent here plays e5, reverse Sicilian, so knight c3, obviously, developing your knight, attacking the center, and bishop b4, makes sense. I always teach e3 before d4. Of course, YouTubers here play it differently. They might go e4 immediately. I don't like that line. I've already established that on this channel it's a very risky line to do, and you'll often lose something for absolutely no reason. Why black move their bishop in the first place if they're just going to move it to here? I have no idea. We just ignore that. We push d4. Asking for a trade. Instead we get the check, and obviously takes. Obviously. No thinking whatsoever needed in that position. I mean, I did take 5 seconds on it, so that's my bad. Notice here, we're only 4 moves in and he's already spent a whole minute. 30 seconds just to find knight c6, guys. 30 seconds. Wow. Yeah, it isn't the best move here. What would be the best move? This? It also says it's good. Okay. Would you want, like, this? No? Dang. Here. Do you want some shenanigans like that? Knack. Okay. Here? What? Yeah, show the best. Okay, yeah. And then best... Best here is queen. Ain't nobody finding the queen. I'm sorry. Resume. d6 makes sense, developing your bishop eventually. Knight f3. Yeah. h6, looking to stop this from ever happening. Knight to there. There's a couple moves here as white. You could do that. I believe I did this. Yeah. D takes e5 in an act, and he does knight takes. Yeah, knight takes makes absolutely no sense, especially when you have a pawn there. Because then I just take and take. He doesn't take. What? Huh? This was free? Okay. Yeah, that probably wasn't the best idea. Probably ideas like, here? That's also a mistake, okay. This? No, that's also... What did you want? You still wanted queen out there. Attacking the king and forcing a check. Whatever. You want me to brilliant sack my rook? I mean, my bishop there? Not happening. Yeah. Now, most of you in this position wouldn't find the move that I found here. But you really have to analyze the position here, especially even if you're at this elo. I'm 2300 on Lichess, so you have to really analyze the entirety of the position and really look at what's happening here. So your queen currently defends this square, and it defends this square. Your objective with this knight is to make sure it doesn't die right now. So this, right here, is absolutely absurd. Because you're threatening this, not really, but hey, why not? You're also threatening this double by both the knight and the queen. And if the knight, doesn't get taken, it's just a fork of the bishop and the king, and that's devastating. Let's have Hikaru explain this. No, no, no. No, explain that. So here's the line that Hikaru thinks. Bang, 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 bang. But then again, though, that's Stockfish. The triple fork is just absurd. Like, I don't think anybody's finding that normally. So I do e2. Just move the king towards the center is my idea. We're going to move here. If he tries to check again, we might bring the queen back. But ideally, we would just want to hit here. Right here on e4 and plant ourselves. King to e7. Yeah, just take. That does absolutely nothing. Now you may be wondering, okay, this game doesn't really seem like a cheater. Just hold on. Before you say anything, just hold on. Bang. Absolutely devastating move. And of course I have to retreat back. That's really the only move I had there. Bang. b5. At first it seems like you can take the pawn, right? No. Brilliant. Yeah, you don't even have to take there either. I found a good move. It limits down the king's movement, and the rook's movement, and the knight's movement all at once. The knight still finds a way to get out, though. Very concerning for me. Protect the bishop. Attack the queen. Check on my king. That's fine. I run towards the center. I fulfill my plan. And here we go. Blunders. Check. Okay, so I run my king to the side again. Blunders. Somehow that's best. Just hold on here. Blunders. Here resigns. Now you may be wondering, okay, how is this guy a cheater? Just, I cannot strongly urge you enough. Check somebody's profile. Of course, we know now that this symbol means closed for fair play. He violated fair play. He obviously cheated. And here are some things to tell you why. Um, let's see if I can find the things that guarantee my argument here. So yeah. Let's just start here, shall we? So he only has 27 games total that he's played in Rapid. 27. With white, he has 13, black 14. And for the most part, as white, he has a winning percentile. 12, 1, 14. I mean, to the normal eye, this would seem fine, right? Well, look, his account was, yeah, only 4 days old. Um, Now I played an amazing game against him, but you have to scroll down through a player's entire profile to make sure they're legit. So just keep scrolling here. If it doesn't give a percentage as to how well they played, don't try to use your free game review on it, because you're likely going to view this one in a match, okay? 85 at 2000 elo. Could make sense. Depends. Wins in 1952. Wins in 1800. Okay. 1960. Beats a 2100. Sicilian 85 checkmate. This could be possible, but we don't know for sure. So far, his highest win is against 2100. He ran into another 2100 there and lost. Then we have 79 AC. Okay, everything seems normal. Another 89, sure. Wait. This should be a red flag immediately. Account was created 4 days ago, and bro is pulling a 93. Now, I know what you're going to say, but Aiden, it's only a 14 moves game. Pause your thinking for a second and scroll down more. 91 against a platinum member. 34 Alpine Sicilian. Okay, that would seem a bit strange, right? Keep going. That seems legit. Everything seems legit here now. But that's page 1. You have to check through everything. And even if this takes time away from your clock, so be it. You just gotta make sure that everything seems legit. Now on this page, we're going to look at the elos he beats and in what time control. 1800, 17, 17, 18, also 18, 18. So he's beating 1800s genuinely well, but his elo is staying around 18. A good thing to note is that most of these games are ending with checkmate, and these games around 17, 18, 1900 elo are staying under 40 moves. That's also a good thing to note. Another 18 there. Mainly just 1800s. That's a loss by stalemate, so that is a legit game. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate. Checkmate. Timeout, timeout, checkmate, timeout, timeout. And it's also nice to know that every one of these games he's losing just about, is either due to draws by stalemate or loss by time. 2000, timeout, loss. So he got flagged there against a 2000. Yeah, but another nice thing to know. This is early on in his account. Like, this is one of his first games that he played. He's already facing off against a 2000. He's going 78 moves when he's 200 elo under, playing Bullet, and just barely losing on time in a 1-minute time control. Sure. 1900, 1900. Why not? Yeah. Okay. Checkmate. Resignation. Player was closed due to inactivity. So, you may be wondering, okay, how do I find an obvious cheater? The first thing, look at their most recent games. Then determine their elo that you're currently playing against. At the time of which I played him, as you will clearly see when I scroll over it, he was 1945. Now, a 1945, playing at accordingly 73, when you take into account how many pieces he blundered, means realistically during that match, he played around the same level of accuracy that I did, and I'm a 2300 on Lichess. That should be the first blatant red flag. If that wasn't enough of a red flag, here's tip number 2. If they're below 2000, if they have any game above 90, and their consistent AC is around 80 or higher, this is very concerning and is likely a cheater. And then third, they've played 100 games within, 48 hours of making their account. And majority of their games they've won via checkmate. All of which came to the conclusion that, yeah, it's just blatant cheating. And yeah, as you guys can tell, he's gone. So I know this wasn't the best video when it comes to like, oh, I want to learn chess. But if you want to learn chess, if you want to get better at chess, I highly suggest you watch one of my live streams on chess. Click the icon with the little hawk on your screen, the little falcon. Then go to the live section of my YouTube page. I'm streaming chess just about every single day. And I'm trying to gain up to 2,500 on Lichess and 2,200 on chess.com. So if you want to learn and get better at your games, check out a stream sometime, or just listen to a recording. This has been Detective AK on the case. We got 2 cheaters down in 4 days, and I can guarantee you there's going to be a whole lot more cheaters once we climb up the rank ladder. We'll see you then.